Hi guys, welcome to the Thinking Crypto channel. We have over 41,000 subscribers. We cover the crypto news and we interview many of the folks who are building and investing in the asset class. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, I've got some very big news for you, very bullish news. Bitcoin Billionaires, the book, is going to be made into a movie. And this is confirmation around a conversation I had with Ben Mezrich. I interviewed him 2 weeks ago. Definitely check that out. And we talked about, the potential of this becoming a movie, and we have confirmation. So why is this so important or so great? Because it's going to bring Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies further into the mainstream, more awareness and education around the asset class. And it is indeed the asset class that's on the rise. It's matured over the past few years, and we're seeing more institutional investors get involved. So as I said, I interviewed Ben Mezrich about the book. The Winklevoss twins, I interviewed them as well. They sent me a signed copy of the book. I'm currently reading it, and this is great. This is lovely, man. I'm really excited about this because I'm a movie buff, but also I'm invested in crypto. I'm invested in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and I want to see this market get more exposure and for it to grow and the prices to increase, right? As many of you do as well. So the Winklevoss twins, of course, are not some random Joe Schmoes. They were, of course, featured in the movie The Social Network, which was based off the book that Ben Mezrich also wrote called The Accidental Billionaires. And it talks about Mark Zuckerberg and the Winklevoss twins and the whole legal battle around Facebook. And if you guys recall, Armie Hammer, the actor, played the Winklevoss twins. He did a really great job, so I'm hoping he could get that role again, but maybe not, but I hope he can. So let me give you some more details. The twins have partnered with film producer Greg Silverman's Stampede Ventures to co-produce a movie adaptation of Bitcoin Billionaire's book. Deadline reported Monday. The book, written by New York Times bestselling author Ben Mezrich, tells the story of how the twins became the first Bitcoin billionaires in 2017. The Bitcoin Billionaires is the second book Ben Mezrich has written about the Winklevoss twins. His first book, The Accidental Billionaires, chronicled the story of the brothers' legal battles with Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, and was later adapted into the Oscar-winning film The Social Network. So The Social Network did great. It won Academy Awards and, of course, did well at the box office as well, and really put Facebook on the map for where people could understand the backstory and how it got to be what it is now. So very exciting, guys. More mainstream exposure means more people understanding cryptocurrencies and the new asset class and investing in it. So really, really awesome news here for both Ben as well as the Winklevoss twins. And guys, check out those interviews. A lot of insightful information. I'll put the links in the description, and definitely, like I said, take a look at those videos. So Fidelity. Another round of bullish news here. Fidelity says a third of big institutions own crypto assets. And this may not come as a surprise. Those of us who have been keeping a close eye on this, we've been seeing pension funds, endowments, family offices. You have your traditional financial companies like your Fidelity, which launch Fidelity Digital Assets. You have your Bakkt, which is powered by the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange. TD Ameritrade and many others are involved in crypto, are buying it up and investing. So about a third of large institutional investors own digital assets such as Bitcoin, according to a survey from Fidelity Investments. Across the US and Europe, 36% of the survey's 774 respondents said they own cryptocurrencies or derivatives. In the US, 27% of institutions, including pension funds, family offices, investment advisors, and digital and traditional hedge funds, said they own digital assets, up 22% about a year ago. So year-over-year growth. That's a great and a positive sign. When Fidelity surveyed 441 institutions just in the US, the 22% up year over year is from the 441 respondents in the US. Now in Europe, 45% of respondents are invested in digital assets. Music to my ears, guys. This is what you want to hear, and the news you want to pay attention to. I know it's not as sexy as the price going up, but these things will lead to higher prices and new all-time highs. Remember market cycles, right? bull, bear, and accumulation phases, and a lot of these institutional investors have been accumulating in the bear and in the accumulation phases, guys. And we saw even like Grayscale bought a significant amount of Bitcoin, over 18,000 Bitcoin after the halving. That's more than what was actually mined and put out in the market. So they're buying it up, and you may say, well, hey, why doesn't the price reflect that? Well, keep in mind, a lot of these people are buying OTC, over the counter. That means it's not recorded on the exchanges. A lot of them go directly to miners and buy in bulk. They'll go buy 1,000 Bitcoin, whatever it is, right? I'm just throwing out some numbers there, or 100 Bitcoin, whatever it is. And you don't see that on the exchanges. You don't see it on the exchanges, but eventually they're going to start selling that Bitcoin to mainstream. They're going to market it, and you're going to have movies and TV shows and news and print and books around the asset class. So we are early. We got some ways to go. We have grown over the past few years significantly, and a lot of retail investors got shook out. They got scared because they don't understand market cycles, and that's when the institutions were like, okay, they're gone, we're jumping in, and they're buying it up here. As you can see, Fidelity itself is involved with Fidelity Digital Assets. Now, talk about adoption, guys. Some great news. Coca-Cola vending machines in Australia and New Zealand now accept Bitcoin. We have been seeing Bitcoin ATMs and vending machines pop up all over. I mean, I could go to my local grocery store right now, and it's there. There's a Bitcoin ATM. Even the what do you call it? The machines where the Coinstar machines. Yeah, the Coinstar machines themselves added support for Bitcoin. I did a video on that. I showed it to you guys on my local grocery store. So the infrastructure is being built to buy, sell, invest, spend, whatever you want to do around crypto. This is great news. So more than 2,000 Coca-Cola vending machines across Australia and New Zealand now accept Bitcoin as a payment option. Coca-Cola Amatil, the largest bottler and distributor of the brand in Asia Pacific, has partnered with crypto payment startup Centrapay for the initiative. I haven't heard of Centrapay, but this is great news. And you may say, well, I don't want to spend my Bitcoin. But you guys, sometimes people look at just the moment. Don't look at the moment. Look macro level. When Bitcoin's price hits new all-time highs, you're going to be spending Satoshis, guys. Satoshis. You're going to be spending, I don't know, 20 Satoshi on something, which is not like any major money. It's not like you're spending one Bitcoin or half a Bitcoin or a quarter of a Bitcoin. You're spending Satoshis. And that is what people still don't grasp. They're like, I'm not going to spend, like, sure, I'm not going to spend my Bitcoin, but if Bitcoin hits $100,000, which I think it certainly can, that's a realistic scenario in my opinion, not financial advice. What if I spent $10 worth of Bitcoin, like Satoshis, on something, right? I could do that. What's wrong with that, right? You could certainly do that because it's so insignificant, $10. But that doesn't mean I'm going to spend one Bitcoin on Coca-Cola itself, right? I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So this is great news. Finally, some interesting news coming out of China. Chinese state media, CCTV, says Binance still lets users trade crypto in the country. So I don't know if this is an error on Binance's part, but China had banned crypto trading. Now, oddly enough, they allow Bitcoin mining, so it's kind of weird. I'm sure people are using VPNs to bypass this anyway, but Binance was supposedly not supposed to be working in China. And since the report came out, they have switched it off. So Chinese state media CCTV has today reported that Binance is still letting local users trade cryptocurrencies, despite previously saying that it had no longer provide services in the country. A CCTV reporter in Beijing could set up an account at Binance's Chinese platform, BinanceZH.com, and trade cryptocurrencies per the report. They registered as an individual on the website, uploaded necessary verification documents, and even completed face verification on Binance's mobile app. So apparently they have turned it off since then, but I don't know what's going on here, but this is interesting. And like I said, people are probably bypassing the government's laws anyway, because it's pretty hypocritical to say you can't trade, but then you're allowing mining of Bitcoin. So I think this just, they're trying to control as much of Bitcoin as possible. The government probably wants control of Bitcoin. They don't want the people actually having Bitcoin, right? But people are going to bypass it, and I think eventually they will legalize trading. So interesting situation here that we want to monitor closely. And guys, what do you think about this news? I think the Bitcoin Billionaires movie is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be big. If it has the same impact as a social network, I mean, it's going to be awesome. So that's why you got to be patient here. And Fidelity clearly stating what's happening with the institutions buying up Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptos. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you all later.